Okay, YouTube says I'm live. Should have my game up over here. That's not my game, that's my game. Waiting for chat to migrate over to my streaming software. Geisha is already being a little bit of a pest. But again, I did just get home from being out of town since last night, so this is her first time seeing me, and she wants love and attention. And she doesn't want to just settle down and lay in my lap. She wants active love and attention. Okay, audio and video are good, everything's good to go, chat has migrated. There's my notification that I'm live, apparently. Come on, baby girl. Anyway, ready to continue this game. My dad is messaging me at the moment. Because, you know, my phone couldn't notify me 19 minutes ago when he actually sent me the message. Backspace. Okay. Continuing game. Night 6. Azul suggested I track down Savy's boyfriends, a DJ named Jace and a techie named Charlie. It was a long shot, but maybe one or both of them took a neocab? I checked my phone for another message from Savy the second I woke up. Nothing. Oh, today's drink is lemonade. Not fresh squeezed lemonade, just drink mix lemonade. Oh, I start my shift and then I get a new message from Savy. Okay. So we've got 3 options here. I'm here, what do you need? I'm scared too, your face is all over the city. Tell me where you are! I'm gonna go with I'm scared too. Send. Oh, she knows. That's helpful. How can I help? The quantum hacker's name is Ula. She's some quantum witch. Ah, that's why that's glowing, is because I'm so close to it. I've got a pretty good charge. Oh, look! I can get straight to Una! That's the guy that needs 5 stars. Can't do that. That's Klaus. I don't like Klaus. Aganon is, yeah. So, Una! Let's go to Una. Hello, Lina, old friend, loyal driver. Why, hello, Una darling. How's reality? Slightly better. I've been setting people up on blind dates. Have they worked out? I've received reports of 2 thrown drinks and 1 near fist fight. So, yes! Thanks for agreeing to meet on such short notice. Sorry if I sounded a bit frantic. Certainly entropic. I'm curious, to say the least. In truth, I hoped I might see you again. You seem to make a timeline more interesting, rather than less. It's a bit too interesting lately. I'd love to have one really boring week, with great tips and a real bed. But you need a passphrase. Yes. Badly. My friend says it's life or death. Somehow it always is. Okay, so, have you ever seen one of these bracelets before? Oh dear, yes. Very on trend, Lina. Feels good, is it? Feel grid. That's right. Hot new social startup recently acquired by Capra for one of seen some. Full access to blood data, terrible privacy policy. I wouldn't get within 10 nanometers of it. I wasn't exactly informed about any of that, okay? It was a gift. I didn't know Capra owned them. It just sounded fun to know something new about myself and maybe share it, right? I'm not trying to scold you. Just take this as a reminder that all new technology is a meeting at a crossroads, a bargain. And you're sure to get something out of it, some new insight, some power, but... well, you know the story. What deal did we make this time? It's not my deal. I don't even know the details yet, and that might be for the best. I felt my heart skip a beat, a flash of instinct that whatever Savy was doing could get me into a world of trouble. Maybe Una knew I'd been wearing stolen tech the entire time. Maybe she had sensed it. I just know there are encrypted files stashed away in the bracelet. Can you take a look? I already am. This field-grid wireless protocol is a bit amateurish at best, a total pushover. Now this file doesn't belong. Charlie Elliot dot something or another. Charlie sounds familiar. He's one of my friend's boyfriends, I think. Don't judge her. How could I? Why does every generation thinks it's the first to invent polyamory? Una stared into her holospace, murmuring to herself. Yes, this file's something else. Military-grade quantum encryption, enforced by something or another. To attempt to read this without the passphrase would be to destroy its contents. You know, it's just light inside your little bangle. A tangle of photons twisted up tighter than you can imagine. A tiny hall of mirrors. Can you open it? Easily. So you can just break into it? Oh dear, no, impossible. Thankfully, I won't have to decrypt it. Huh? Don't worry. What I mean is, I'm going to open this the easy way, using its passphrase. We don't know the passphrase. Let me ask you something. If you had an infinite amount of time, how would you obtain the passphrase? Ow! Geisha, I can't read the monitor when you're standing in front of it. I mean, I know you guys can barely see just like the top of her, but she is just standing in my exact view between my head and the monitor. Okay. So, we could interrogate its owner until they gave it up. We could just keep guessing? Or we could spend 1,000 years surfing in Costa Rica, which has nothing to do with anything. So I'm gonna go with just keep guessing? Exactly right! My dear, you have the knack for quantum statistics. But we don't have an infinite amount of time, do we? Good thing we have an infinite number of universes. The amount of time we have is extremely non-infinite. To speed things along, I'll try every passphrase at once. Using... magic? No, but sometimes it feels that way. It would have been easier to learn magic than quantum statistics. Why didn't I learn magic instead? Oh well. I still don't understand. There's a way of making the worlds, I should say, go a bit fuzzy. It takes quite a lot of practice, but... Una's eyes went glassy. Ah. There they are. If she was doing some sort of deep quantum computation, it didn't look like much. In fact, it just looked like a bored Pax staring out the window. Quiet, I'm working. I didn't say anything! You did in another timeline, very close to this one. Shh! I have never been scolded for something on an alternate version of me had done. It felt unfair, but also sort of awesome? Maybe it was my imagination, but a chill seemed to settle in the car. Una was deep inside herself. Or outside herself, ranging through the other worlds, farther and farther from this one. Trying a different passphrase in each one? Any luck out there? Una emerged from her trance. Well. Lucky us. That only took a few quadrillion attempts. That was very weird. Oh, did you see the Delphine ghosts? The what? No! It wasn't as weird as it could have been, then. Did you get the passphrase? Oh, yes. I got it. That's amazing. Ah, but I failed so many times. 5 quadrillion attempts and change. It takes a lot out of you. You really saw all those other timelines? Yes, not with perfect clarity, but yes. What happened to Savy? Aren't you greedy? I go wrestling for a needle in the haystack of reality, and you want to know if I found any diamonds while I was in it. I'm just curious. I know. I'm curious, too, about everything. That's why I got into this line of work. The passphrase is, well, it's a bit melodramatic. They usually are. It's Pilgrims crossed airless Saharas. Pilgrims crossed airless Saharas. All lowercase, with spaces. Better write that down in your journal, my dear. Just like that, I had it. What exactly are you going to do with this passphrase? Help a friend, or I haven't decided yet. Decisions. Help a friend. Is that all? What do you mean all? In nearby timelines, I saw the possibility for a bit more excitement. And I like excitement. One person's excitement is another person's extremely bad day. You say that like it's a bad thing. Well, you know how this works. You're in my debt now. I know I am. Good. Who knows? Maybe I'll need a getaway driver. You know my rights. I thought we were friends. Are we? In some timelines. I saw them. If that's all, then? We're right up here, dear. I hope I see you again. The feeling is mutual. Eunice scooched a bit, as if she were going to leave, but then, instead, she spoke. My dear, there's something I need to tell you. I sat here scouring all those timelines, and everything changed all around us. In one, a meteor crashed into Los Ojos. In another, a giant mutant worm rose up from below. Ha! The Aganon was for real? Those weren't even the most unusual events. But through it all, there was a second phrase that seemed almost to match. The phrase wouldn't decrypt the drive you gave me, but it felt somehow entangled with its fate. Does the phrase, trust fund maggots, mean anything to you? But you don't... I can't say more than that. I've seen what happens if I do. But perhaps I can say... Your emotions are not your own. What does that even mean? Nope, that's all I can say. Goodbye, Lina. Una swept out of the car. She didn't zig and zag randomly like before, but walked briskly in a straight line, getting away fast. I had the passphrase. It was time to see Savy. My favorite of all adjacent Linas. Pilgrims crossed airless Saharas. Ooh, Savy's way over there. $2 a bar. Yikes. I pulled up to the twinkling domes that housed sacred geometry. Getting seen in a neocab by our AI company seemed like a risk. Had something happened? Nice to see you again. Likewise. How have you been? Well, I succeeded at my safety goals, so I'm getting that promotion. You don't seem too happy about it. I didn't do the work, so I would be happy. I don't know how to feel about it. I've been so exhausted. I don't even know where I'm going. Seems like you're going in the right direction to me. No, I mean right now. The destination I put in the app isn't even a real place. I just picked a random point on the map. I needed some space. I know an empty parking lot where we could go and grab some donuts. There are worse ideas. I'm actually supposed to go to this party at the Agave Club tonight. So I guess you can take me there. It's for my promotion. The company wants to feat my achievements with the chain safety record too. 0.001% error margin. First time in company history. Let me guess, you're not so easily satisfied. Surprise! Since we could technically go anywhere, I thought maybe I could... Actually, I thought I might go to the airport instead. Might? That seemed like a pretty big decision to make on the spur of the moment. Was there more that she wasn't telling me? Just like that? Where would you go? Just like that. I've actually been thinking about this for nearly 10 years. Though the timing surprises me too, honestly. But I'm feeling like I have to go back home. Where I grew up, I mean. Where's that? East Cortland. You wouldn't know it. I didn't, but I wondered what made her so sure. The airport it is. I sacrificed everything to make the home care nurse as safely as it could possibly be. And now it is. And now here I am, again. I got the promotion, but I feel like it never even happened. I feel like nothing even happened in the last 6 months I've spent slaving away. Everything feels exactly the same, as if I've just been... I let her think. It doesn't matter. I must be missing something. Maybe I'm not doing this whole life thing right. Do you know that feeling? Yes, I did know it. I could tell her that I moved here for my supposed best friend, who's either in trouble or doesn't care that much about me, or both. Does anyone know how to do it right, though? The only ones who say they do are foolish or delusional, or both. I won't argue with you there. It was getting in your car that got me thinking about this in the first place. For example, why are you driving people around Los Ojos, of all places? I'm looking for someone. My friend. I think she's in trouble. I'm sorry, you care about her a lot? Absolutely. And she can't take care of herself? What? No, let me explain. It's so easy to end up building your life around someone else. Their needs, their wants, their movements. I had a boyfriend who died. Well, it was a motorcycle accident. I hated that motorcycle. I knew it would kill him. Everything seemed possible for us, and then it wasn't. I'm so sorry. Thank you. It was almost 10 years ago now. When I met him, I was still in East Cortland. I was a digital experience designer at the Children's Theater, my first real job. Do you miss it? Maybe I do, sometimes. I can't tell anymore if it's just missing him or just that time in my life. I apologize. Here I am dumping my feelings on the neocab driver again. Every time she started to open up, she caught herself. Whatever drove her to build these walls, they were sturdy, definitely load-bearing. Seems like you need to talk. Indeed. After all, I keep calling you. So I have an idea. Would you possibly want to come to this work event with me tonight? Now she wasn't going to the airport anymore? Whatever was going on with her, these back-and-forth decisions couldn't be a good sign. I'm flattered, but why do you want me to come? Well, I just might be more comfortable not having to go alone. Count me in. Not like I have to work or anything. Yeah, I've never been to a party with AI trainers before. Could be fun. I guarantee it will be less exciting than you think. No bots to wait on me hand and foot? No. Just circulating appetizers. Maybe I don't want to go at all. It's not like they would unpromote me because I didn't go to a silly party. I could go get on a plane and be back in East Cortland by morning. I don't know. I can still change my destination, right? This felt like uncharted territory for Risa, and I wasn't sure how to navigate it. All of her meticulous armor was coming down, and now she was so helpless. But her energy had shifted, softened. Back home, huh? What would you do there? I might start with a stack of blueberry pancakes. How homespun is that? I give up. I may have gone completely insane. Lina, I'll go wherever you drive me. Where should I go? Oh, great! I make her life decisions. Okay! I thought about suggesting we do donuts in a parking lot again, but she was really upset. No, not even upset. Something deeper. Like, she was brighter somehow, even if she looked like she might cry any second. I'm taking you to the party. You sacrificed so much for this. Why bail right as you finally get your promotion? And I'd join you if I could, but right now, I understand. I never felt so bad for driving someone to their own party. Maybe she was disappointed with my choice. Maybe I could still take her to the airport, or home, or... I had a feeling she'd stay in my car all night if I just kept driving. You don't have to worry about coming in with me. I'll be fine. I wish I could. I'm sorry. I know I'm being somewhat rude, but I invited you in haste. I'm not sure I even have a +1. These neocab rides have been such an interesting experiment. I've processed a lot of personal stuff, data points I've been ignoring for far too long. Experiment? Was that still all this was to her? And now I'm back in alignment. All I had to do was go on a humiliating date and risk my life multiple times. If you ever want to talk, I'm here. Well, it might be a little while until I can justify the risk of riding in a steery again. Probability catches up with everyone, eventually. And look, it's the Agave Club, and they've put up balloons. Thank you for our interactions. Good luck with everything, Risa. I watched her disappear among the bright lights of the Agave Club. She looked stark, and alone. When she didn't look back, I knew I'd never hear from her again. Positive interaction. Obeyed all safety rules. Well, at least I'm still at a 4 point above. It was well after midnight and I met my ride quota. Yeah, blah 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 blah. Whoa, whoa, whoa. She was supposed to take me, like, way over here. I picked her up here, and her line was going over to here. That's why I picked her. It's annoying. 187. 110. Yes, 110. Full charge. Savy's location. So this was where she'd been all along, a lonely shipping container set apart from a sea of clones. A cloud of sage incense hit me the moment I cracked the door. That smell took me back to when we first became friends, sitting cross-legged in Savy's bedroom, whispering about her parents and drinking wine when she took from work. L Bunny! You found me! You know, with the location pin you sent me? MG Savy, what is going on? So much. Just so much. I promise I'll explain everything. Will you, though? Did it work? Did you get the passphrase? She smiled at me, and her field grid glowed like a small sun on her face. It was so good to see her. I just needed a few answers first. Yes, but can I ask you something? What have you gotten your... Lina, it would take too long to explain. The answers are all in those files, I promise. Thank you so much for getting the passphrase, by the way. Can you tell it to me now so we can get to work? She had her eyes on the prize, whatever it was. Must have been driving her crazy to be cooped up in here. At least tell me why you stashed your stolen docs with me? I had no choice! Plus, I knew no one would suspect you. You just got here, and you drive Neocab. You're practically a ghost. Don't get upset, I just meant I knew you'd be fine. And you are, right? Maybe. I've been better. I know, and trust me, same. This is so not what I pictured when I asked you to move in with me. But I'm going to make it up to you. I promise. Let's at least have a look at what we got, shall we? Can't hurt to take a peek. Yes! Let me see if my laptop is still paired to that thing. My feel-grid buzzed as she connected to its onboard storage. It figured she'd still have access since she hid the files there in the first place. Hey Athena, unpack charlieelliot.dat. Athena, the file is encrypted. Please say or enter the passphrase. You got me the magic word, so it's only fair you do the honors, right? Are you sure we want to do this? More than I've ever been about anything. Hey Athena, the passphrase is Pilgrims crossed airless Saharas. What's it doing? It's totally working! Shock! Oh, Capra. You're going down. My palms got sweaty as soon as I saw it. A massive trove of chat logs, docs, schematics. All watermarked Capra Confidential in block letters. Whoa. This is illegal, right? Extremely so? We're 100% inside a secret hideout right now, so... just checking. We're illegal in the way, like, the Watergate people were illegal. Are we the reporters or the burglars? Both. She just kept scanning through the docs. I'd had my share of revenge fantasies about Capra, but now that we were actually doing something... it felt like we were going too far. Gotcha! What'd you find? Ah, never mind. Blah blah blah, meeting notes, reports. Come on. I know you've got dirt in here, Charlie. Wait, you stole this thing without knowing there was anything bad on it? I mean, I didn't have specifics. Dude was way too squirrely not to be hiding some serious bad stuff. I've just got to find something big enough to be a whistleblower. And not just, like, a criminal. She was taking a huge risk for something she wasn't even sure about. I'm just seeing offshore accounts, golden parachutes for executive harassers, forged safety reports. Just? Run-of-the-mill corporate stuff, trust me. We need something juicier. Something we can use. She had a point. The only way out of this was to find something big enough to justify the whole property theft thing. There was Una's weird message. Or what would Azul do with a cache of internal Capra files? Hey Athena, search Sophie Lemieux. Yes, brilliant! OMG, OMG, are you seeing this? Not really? Documents still spilled into the holospace in front of Savy. If even one of them had something big. Pay dirt. I wish I could pause it so I could tell you guys my theory. Look, a report from Charlie. Some pilot program called Project Sophie. No way that's not shady, right? Whoa. Lina. This is... I couldn't remember a time when I'd seen Savy at a loss for words. I knew Capra would do anything to make sure Sophie's law passed, but this is cynical even for them. They hired the guy that drove into Sophie, that's my guess. So it wasn't just a random accident. Capra actually engineered the death of Sophie. Oh, hey! Eh. Wait, what's it say? Capra acquired Fieldgrid a year ago. Totally stealth acquisition. No public knowledge. So that's why Liam said they were handing them out at the protest. Are you serious? They've been harvesting my emotional data this entire time? Yours, mine, all in real time. A live diary of how we feel in our bones, streaming to the highest bidder. Your feelings are not your own. I can't even say I'm surprised. The whole internet already spies on what we watch, where we go, who we spend time with. Why would they just stop there? Why not monetize the way we feel? That's not even the half of it. Listen to this bit on emotional priming. Each ad unit is customized to the viewer's current state, from passing billboards to holospace overlays to the backseat of every Capra car. Some sellers will want to target customers in negative or vulnerable states, while others cater to a relaxed or even elated consumer profile. Blue users respond most strongly to commercial messages for alcohol, junk food, or VR escorts. Status items and vacation packages if we're yellow. Of course. What does any of this have to do with Sophie Lemieux? Project Sophie. This looks like an out-and-out electioneering. Wait, what? Listen to this. Our generative advertorial network creates customized images, slogans, and even full campaigns, so that we can proactively steer individuals into the desired effective state. So they can push us into whatever color suits them? More or less. They're neural net experiments on you until it knows your most reliable triggers. It's factored into their whole network. Billboards, music, even the ambient light timbre of a Capra capsule. I thought of how they twisted Liam's photo. A sea of blue wristbands projected 5 stories high. They definitely had a playbook for that kind of stunt. Which means wherever you pick up your phone, or when you're taking that Capra car to your polling place, they're already priming me. Every article I read, every song I hear, every sign I pass. So when you're casting that vote, they'll have you exactly where they want you. How do they want me? Depends. Could be angry or scared, blissed out or pacified. Whatever moves you into their voting block. It all made a terrible kind of sense. This crosses a line, right? This is automated psychological manipulation. Election laws, too. They've made every tiny micro-advert an undeclared political message. And we've got all the receipts. We've got the receipts. This is what we used to steal the final news cycle back from Capra. We leak this and it floods the zone. The vote is crazy close right now. If we wake up a few thousand pro-Capra sheeple, or just convince them to stay home, then boom. Capra's brand gets 2 black eyes and their car ban is dead in LO, probably everywhere. I could see it all playing out in my head. Savy might just get away with it. Sophie's Law would fail, and the world would see how Capra abused their power. Maybe they'd even lose some of it. Now we just leak it to your contact, sit back, and watch. You should text them now. Which contact? The one who gave you the password. She's like some ex-Capra whiz, right? Unless you know someone better? I thought of Liam. It seemed like he'd know what to do with this kind of thing. But no, something was bothering me. How'd you know that about Una? You told me about her, or maybe I heard her name around Capra. She used to work for them, right? No, she's ex-Capra for sure. Look, don't worry about it. Just say that it was an anonymous courier job. NeoCap does those, right? No one will ever know it was us. Are you with me or not? Give me a sec to think. Capra had made my life a nightmare, and the idea of getting even more power through Sophie's Law made my stomach turn. And that Savy and I, after all we'd been through, that we'd be the ones to stop them. Her eyes jumped to my feel grid. See, it feels good to fight back sometimes. But will it make any difference? Are you even listening? Of course it will! Sophie's Law hands Capra a monopoly on our streets, and Los Ojos is just a prototype. The car ban will go national, then global, and Capra cars fill the void. I can't imagine a world where it's illegal to drive. No more open road, no more going off grid. I guess it's one more thing for Capra to take from me. Think bigger, Lina. With the global transport network and the field grid, they'll have a real-time map of humanity, inside and out. This is our only chance to stop them. I just want to know the specifics. I just want to know the specifics of this plan before we go for it, okay? So we just make sure we give this files to someone with a following, an influencer. As long as they've got a following and are anti-Capra enough to take the heat. Then Sophie's Law goes down and Capra doesn't get total control of everyone. At least not right now. I knew Savy was right. We had to let the public know. It was the chance of a lifetime. To take the stacked deck and reshuffle the cards in our favor, just this once. There was just one major problem. Your face is still plastered on every billboard in the city. Can't we send the files from your laptop? They're encrypted, right? Are you seriously suggesting we start pinging cell towers right now? Half the transceivers use Capra chips, and they know exactly what we have. No, it needs to be in person. You know you're not safe out there. It'll be fine, I'm willing to risk it. We just need to move quickly. There's no way this could possibly go wrong. Every Capra and squad car is... I said I'm willing to risk it. You're taking a risk with both our lives, Saviest. Wait, what are you trying to say? I'm going solo. I'll make the drop-off, you stay here. You'll be safe, I'll be safe, Radix wins, everyone wins. You want to do this without me? This isn't your fight, Lina. But you can let me help, just for the last leg, right? Great plan, girl. You go and make history, I'll just twirl my thumbs in this tin can. It's the only way... I don't know why you're being like this, but even if I thought you were doing it for the right reasons... I'm not just trying to grab the glory. I'm not sure I trust you to pull it off without me. Okay. I'm just being my honest self with you. Sure you are. How will you ever get as close as you used to be if I can't be honest with you? It's like... You're like the least selfish person I know, and I was hoping we could do this together. I mean, after everything I've done for you, just give me this, okay? After what you've done for me? Excuse me? I was worried sick about you. This is about Capra, or... This was my idea to bring Radix to the next level, you know? No offense, but you, like, just got to LO, and I've been working my way up for months. So I just need to do this my way, and then I can bring you in, okay? She wasn't going to budge. I knew from years of watching people get pushed in and out of our little circle. Savy always got her way. I remembered Una's final confusing message to me. What about trust fund maggots? What'd you just say? The van thing we did? What made you think of that? She was looking at me so closely, it felt like the air around us went cold. Is something wrong? Sorry, I guess I'm starting to freak out a little bit, you know? I've been stuck inside this, like, human kennel for days. Maybe I messed up, but I'm kind of in it now. No turning back. Hey Athena, search trust fund maggots. A new folder flew open on our holospace. At first, all I saw was my name, over and over again, in the files. Then there were others I recognized. Liam, Ali, Una. Even Klaus and Merrick. What is this? It was just to keep you safe. When I'd said I'd always have your back, I meant it. As soon as my field grid pulsed deep violet, a new file appeared in the folder with a sick ping sound. Yeah, field grids have a backdoor. Pretty wide open. Charlie showed me. Even more undocumented API. You've been tracking me? You gave me this so you could spy on me? No, not at all. I just thought it would help you. When I stashed the file on it, I needed to make sure you were safe. So I could signal someone to come get it. Or tell a swarmer to find you if Capra was getting too close. I haven't even listened to anything, I swear. I had to see for myself. Hey, Athena. Seriously, are we doing this now? Play audio Aganon. The blood rushed out of my face. I felt my knees wobble like I was going to be sick or pass out. My heart broke at the betrayal. I don't understand why you do this to me. Do you even understand what a huge violation this is? Oh god, don't give me the sad puppy thing over this. You have nothing to worry about. It was just to keep tabs on the file. I swear I haven't even looked at what it recorded. So now it's time. We leave the Capra files and go get a drink, okay? You don't get it, do you? I'm doing this by myself. Why can't you just trust me? All by yourself, huh? That's not happening. I've worked way too hard to just let you walk out of here without me. You're the one that's been transporting stolen docs for days, remember? And who knows what else is in those recordings. Don't make me turn you in. So everything had come down to this? Finding out my best friend had betrayed me, and then having to fight her just to be able to walk away? How was her field grid still a calm green while mine glowed blue? Why was I the one who felt like walking into the ocean? Would you really turn me in just like that? It's not like I want to. Come on, this isn't us. We're better than this. And this isn't you, trying to sabotage me. I know you're better than this, because... I know you better than you know yourself, girl. You know what I mean? I knew exactly. She knew all of my secrets, all my fears, even before she spied on me. She knew exactly how to hurt me. But then again, I knew the same things about her, didn't I? If she was going to throw anything she could at me, maybe I had to do the same, or at least try and get her to see the truth about how she treated me. It'd make her mad, and it might just make her give up. I forced myself to take a deep, centering breath. Cole, if you were paying attention, you would know that I am literally talking to Savy face to face right now. The smallest smirk flickered across her face, something or another. You know, you've never really cared about anyone but yourself. Maybe it's because you're an only child or something. But you're not in this world alone, Lina. You rely on others, too. That hot doctor, what's his name? He's not that hot. You couldn't even spare a couple of bucks for his free clinic. After he spent his time helping you instead of some poor, uninsured kid. It's just all about you, isn't it? You're so selfish. And if she hadn't listened to any of the files, how did she know that I didn't give the doctor any money? Don't turn this on me. You're the one who crossed the line here. I have the right to set my own boundaries, and if you don't like it, that's not my problem. You can choose whether you want to be my friend or not, but I can choose how much I give anyone. The fact that I'm scared to do this mission with you... I'm just trying to look out for myself, and you should respect that. Wow, great lecture. You should give talks at schools. Boundaries. Wasn't she the one always telling me stories about how she stood up for herself? Guess I absorbed that lesson, in a good way. I took a deep breath. This was my opening. If I could push back, it might end this. Selfish is ditching your best friend the moment she moved for you. You're the selfishest, selfish-centeredest, most self-obsessed person I know. From the moment I showed up in LO, you've alternated between begging me for help and acting like I don't exist. I could tell she was just getting started. I felt like things could go either way. If I let her get to me, she'd never see the truth about herself. This was a new feeling. Savy was the one who was starting to lose her cool. Savy scowled at me, daggers in her eyes. This is exactly why I left you in Cactus Flats. Your emotions are out of control. I get that you're sensitive and all this deep feeling stuff. But you've got to toughen up and rein it in, girl. It's like constantly walking on eggshells around you. You didn't even defend me when Azul was talking trash. Once again! Proof that she's listening in! Guess you don't mind when someone sells out your best friend. Meanwhile, I was in danger and risking my life for the cause. Some loyalty. You're so volatile. You must scare half your packs off for good. I'm not gonna rehash old fights with you right now. If you want to talk about what happened in Cactus Flats, we can. But not when we're both so upset. What are you, a Buddhist now or something? Trust me, it gets old real fast. Staying calm was keeping me centered. She was saying truly awful things, but I was managing to keep my cool. I'm volatile? No. Fighting like this is pointless. Whatever. I knew there was no way she was going to stop piling it on now. I could almost feel her coming through our past to find her next attack. I had to keep centered or just make her mad enough to back off. This was a new feeling. Savy was the one that was starting to lose control. She already said that. Or thought that, or whatever. Savy gritted her teeth. You know what the worst part of all this is? It's that the moment I let you out of my sight, you'll undermine me. You pretend you're so innocent and sweet, but you'll do something bad as long as you know you won't get caught. That's basically lying. You're a fraud. At least I'm always real with you. You totally encouraged that photographer to sell out. He shared his photo, like you said, and look what happened. Capper used him. What a shock. You already knew they were handing out field grids like candy. What do you think was going to happen? Attacking me isn't going to help you. Call me names so you can bully me into going along with you? Grow up. Then stop provoking me! I wasn't taking her bait, and it was getting to her. I never stood up to Savy like this before. I never realized it could make me feel so strong. Savy had me for a second. If I could call her out, maybe she'd see reason. You think I'm phony? Your whole activist persona is fake. Radix isn't even your fight. People like Azul actually built it. What would you know about activism? That seemed to strike a nerve. Then you just showed up one day and do your social chameleon act of trying to charm your way into control. Stop it! Where's the lie, though? She was running out of steam, struggling to find one last barb she could throw at me. Whatever she came up with, I knew it was going to be desperate and mean. I braced for impact. I wasn't sure if I was going to scream or keep it together. This was a new feeling. Savy was the one that was starting to lose her cool. Third time we've had this new feeling. Savy's eyes narrowed. I could tell she was fuming. Lina, it's time to grow up. Stop being a meek little flower. Because right now your fear is keeping you from getting what you deserve. Toughen up. Don't be such a weakling. It's so sad that you're still scared of what people think of you or what might go wrong. When will you learn that sometimes following the rules just hurts people? This has nothing to do with being meek or not. I just don't want anyone to get hurt, myself included. That's not being scared, that's being responsible. Wow, you're so admirable. You should mentor some youths or something. I dodged her attack, and she knew it. It was like her words bounced off me, like I could just see they weren't the truth. No. I don't know what you're trying to prove. Whatever. Oh look, the same new feeling. I'd never seen her this angry before. Her mouth was a thin line and her eyes glared fire at me. She'd said things she could never take back. So had I, but I didn't regret a single word. I can't believe how you're acting right now. I feel like I don't even know who you are. I'm sorry, I just need you, okay? She wiped her tears with her sleeve and I realized I wasn't the one crying this time. I was actually okay? And then my eyes caught her feel grid, a deep, angry red. Of course. You could stop fake crying. Your feel grid is giving you away. What? It's probably just out of battery, or the signal is messed up? Still, her tears suddenly dried up. Since when do we need this thing to know how we're feeling anyway? No one knows me like you do. It's why I love you. I love you too. But that doesn't mean what you think it means. Manipulating? Me? Lina? What's going on? I figured you out. The gaslighting is over. I'm going on my own. You'll thank me later. Wait, you can't do this without me! You stay here. I'll text you the deets when I'm done. I left before she could say one more word. I tucked the laptop under my arm and got back in my car. I had to get out of there. Fast. There was too much making me want to stay, and too much trouble waiting for me if I did. What was going to happen to Savy? Maybe she'd get off with a lighter charge since she didn't have the stolen property anymore. Or maybe that would just make Capra more vengeful. I eyed my field grid, probably still listening to my every word. It wasn't too late for me to end this. One quick toss out of the car and it'd be smashed against the pavement. I rolled down the window and took a deep breath. If I ever wanted to really hurt Savy, I could just tell her what it smelled like in that little hideout. With the field grid destroyed, it'd be over and done with. My link to the whole ordeal would be erased, but so would Capra's crimes. I stuck with the plan. Capra needed to be held accountable. After all they'd done to me, I was more than happy to be the one to do it. Liam would know exactly what to do with the Capra documents, how to make sure they were seen, and as for all of Savy's files on me... Once I wiped the laptop, it'd actually be a pretty nice thing to have around. So I did it. I took down Capra. All from the seat of my trusty, beat-up neocab. And all I had to do was let their own words out into the light of day. The leaked documents broke just days before the vote on Sophie's Law. Suddenly, all anyone could talk about was how Capra had sold out our field grids. And whether poor Charlie had really deserved to be practically chased out of the city by an online mob. But the one thing everyone agreed on, Capra couldn't be trusted to take over every street in LO. So it all ended. Sophie's Law failed the vote, Capra had to agree to the smallest bit of public oversight, and Savy was cleared of her charges. All good things, I guess, and I still have my job. But there was nothing really keeping me in Los Ojos anymore. Was there? Hey, so I wasn't going to text you for a while, but I thought of a way we could work things out. I have a new piece of info that I think changes everything. Can't say more than that now. Are you off work? Text me when you are and I'll tell you where to meet. I had the perfect reply, but I didn't even send it. I'd always done whatever she wanted me to. I couldn't even remember a time when I'd said no to her, even when I should have. And that other night, that was the first time I'd wondered, well, what if I did? What if I said no? And I wouldn't say it felt good, but it felt right. I love you, Savy. No. I was ready to leave Ella for good, but one last pax couldn't hurt, right? One more for the road. Oh look, Liam needs a ride. I picked up Liam at his hotel. He said he wanted to leave the city the same way he arrived. A perfectly symmetrical composition. Fine by me, but we'd been driving for a while and he still hadn't said much. Just heads down, tapping into some device. But he was the one who'd maybe been through as much as I had in the past few days. I hoped he wasn't facing any backlash from helping me make the Capra docs public. This isn't how I imagined things would go. What do you mean? I mean riding off into the sunset with a smile. I just can't be here anymore. I wanted a fresh start, and instead, I got a very heavy ending. Same. So very same. Do you regret it? Which part? Any of it. But I meant the stuff you sent me. The stuff. Like it was just a few recipes for cookies or something. The Liam sitting in the backseat of my cab felt like someone I really knew, a friend who made me happy just being around him. Liam, the name in my contacts to whom I'd sent a smoking gun to take down Capra. That person felt like a ghost from another life. Are you sure? He'd asked. Heart pounding, I typed yes. 100%? Yes, again. And then it was on every social feed within the hour. Federal investigations were opened within 24. Sophie's Law was dead in 72. Now it felt like he was breaking some secret covenant just bringing it up. Did I regret it? No regrets. Yeah, me neither. I guess things with your friend Savy didn't work out either. Oh, that's an understatement. It was pretty ugly, but in the end, I was looking for something that wasn't there. Do you want to talk about it? Honestly, not really. I think I'm good, but thanks. You know, I know we didn't get to hang out properly, but you really helped me. I don't usually make friends when I travel, sort of try to use the time to be a bit of a lone wolf. But it's been, I don't know, fun, inspiring, helpful, all that. Even the way you lectured me about Capra in this very desert. I'm still sorry about that. Please don't be. Seeing you angry was actually sort of refreshing, even if I was trying to deny it. Oh yeah? Well, hey, if you like that, let me tell you about any more of my week. Oh, please do. I feel I've been hogging all the angst. Let's just say you helped me too. Are you just saying that because now I said a nice thing and now you feel like you need to return the compliment? Not at all. Doubtful. Hey, it's funny, isn't it, the way this all turned out? Very. Right? The two of us in your cab, same road, opposite way. Yeah, you're right. It feels like fate. Nah. I think this one's on me. That was indeed the end of the story, but there are a lot of other paths that I could have taken, so I think I'm going to play this again and try some different things. There's definitely a lot more Steve achievements that I didn't get. Speaking of which, View all achievements. No idea what the hidden achievements are, but I'm sure I could look at some sort of user guide. Since it's only 9 o'clock for me and I usually stream till 10:15-ish, I'm going to at least play more on stream tonight, and I'll make a decision by next week on what I'm gonna do. I am having fun playing Knights of Pen and Paper 2 off stream, though. There was definitely a lot more content in that game that I didn't touch on stream because all you guys got bored. Okay. So I have a feeling this earn your first 1-star rating is paired with the pink slip achievement for sustaining an imperfect rating and getting fired. Apparently I needed to hang around Carlos a lot more to get this solve a medical mystery. And then there's hit bottom, where I run out of money and run out of fuel. Oh. If I click continue... Oh. We start from there. I am continuing with the same... Well... I'm continuing with the other paths of the game on stream for now. Next week, I don't know. But at least for the rest of tonight, I'll be doing some other paths in-game. JK! Yeah, now that we know how Savy turns out, yeah. Yeah, talking about shop talk reminded her, oh, I got you a present. Just what I need, more technology in my life. Haha. People can be so fake, you know? It's like an emotional superpower. Uh-huh. Yet she's still furious about it. Which is something I love about you, as I'm still furious. It's kind of beautiful, as I'm still furious. Yeah. I don't feel like reading all the same things over and over again, and I'm trying to just click to skip through. I guess I am starting off with charging up my car. Let's go with Gideon. I never picked him up at all last time. A valet in a tux shot me a look as I pulled outside a Grand View Arts pillars of the L.O. Babylon. Really, someone at this place rode Neocab? Who? The fogies in formal wear and pearls laughing in the lounge? Then I saw her. A short figure with the bulk of a boxer, stalking down the red carpet towards me. The cameras went wild for her, their flashes reflected in hard metal skin. She screamed back into the blaze and flipped them the bird. Lights of pink neon dyed at her spine. What was she? Please let her be human. The only way I'm going to another pig fundraiser if it's for, like, an actual pig. Definitely not a robot, but she couldn't have been more than maybe 13? You're not gonna catch me dead at a charity ball for cops ever again. What are you wearing? Oh god, don't make me talk about it. Who was this kid? Famous? Super rich? Should I be calling her ma'am? Rough night, ma'am? Don't call me ma'am, oh my god! What are you trying to do to me? Yikes. So why were you at a charity ball for cops? Okay, technically it wasn't for cops, but they were hosting it, or whatever. Just one more corrupt cog in the machine to pass Sophie's Law. Oh no, I'm really sorry to bring up Sophie's Law to you. Don't worry, I absolutely do not support it. What's Sophie's Law? Because I'm new in city. Oh no, sorry in advance. So Capra wants to own everything and everyone, right? Anywhere we go, anything we say, they want it all. Sophie's Law gets the most of the way there. It outlaws human drivers within Los Ojos, autocars only, you know, to keep us safe. The referendum is up for a vote any day now. They set up a fake charity to hide all the political donations. And who's running it? Drumroll, please. My fascist mother. And the cops are for that? LAPD is already deep in Capra's pocket. They use Capra face recognition tech with live feeds from every autocar in the city. So if Sophie's Law gift wraps the monopoly on city transit, they love it. Just like Yancey. Come on, this is Fascism 101. I felt the urge to just nod a lot. This kid was a lot, but something she said was nagging at me. Wait, they want to outlaw human drivers? Did you really not know about it? So, Sophie Lemieux was a dancer with the LO Ballet. Her Primo Ballerino account had like 140 million subscribers. She was killed in a car attack about a month ago. Now she has 200 million subscribers. That's awful. What happened? Some rando drove an old Steery straight into the crowd downtown. Killed her and like a bunch of other people. I'm still thinking that Capra set that up. What is wrong with a person like that? Every time it happens, I try to understand it. I don't know if I ever will. Who was the driver? Good question. He died at the scene and they barely released anything about him. He'd made some unhinged social posts a few years back, but he'd otherwise been unplugged. Who knows if he was even real? Like, a ballerina, really? It was a little on the nose. Anyway, the vote is super split. It could tip either way, if that's any consolation. Consolation? If the law passed, it looked like I'd be out of a job. A Capra buzzed by me. They would be the only show in town. How else would people get around this city? So every 500 coin a plate dinner counts, with the vote going down in just a few days. Yancey hates me, but says now I'm old enough to be expected at DeKalb events. My obligation as a scion. I'm a scion, have you heard? I've never met a scion before. First time for everything. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said it. This is so embarrassing to talk about. People look at you weird when you have money. Or when you don't. Oh, I know, and that's worse, yeah. I'm super aware of that. I would way rather not have any money and just be normal. Destroy the rich. That's what I think. Tear it all down. Which is why her profile picture is of anarchy. I liked her moxie. Anyway, I went, and she introduced me to the chief of police. And he was like, "Oh, nice to meet you." And I said, "Wow." I bet your mom was thrilled. Yancy tried to pull me away, but, you know, look what I'm wearing. Then she said I was embarrassing her, so I left. It's true, though. Did you know that institutions can be racist? Yes, Yuri, that is my theory. Sorry, of course you do. I don't have to tell you how bad the LPD is for people of color. I let that one go. It's very fascist. So you're against everything your mom stands for. Was she a bit controlling as a parent? Totally. Wait, how'd you know? Lucky guess. So what's with the get-up? Of course you couldn't just not mention it. Okay, so this is a Kindermech. It's the Michelle model, which they make specially for girls. Yancy would want you to know that it's the Slimline model. I can't even talk about that. I've never heard of a Kindermech. I'm not surprised. It's super expensive. I had nothing to say to that. Yancy put me in this when I was like 4, after I got hit by the car. But I was fine after the surgery. She totally overreacted. But she got it in it, so if it ever happened again, like that happens to anybody twice, I wouldn't even feel it. Can you take it off? Not until I'm 18. Don't you know? That's when you're officially old enough to make your own decisions, apparently. That's awful. It's torture! She always knows where I am. She can check it whenever she wants. There's a camera in here. She can see what I'm looking at. I tried to pierce my ears once and my arms locked in place. I even tried to put this sticker on, and it peeled right off the chassis. There's a content filter. You're pretty worried about fascists for a 13-year-old. What? Are you not? And I'm not 13, by the way. I'm 14. You must be able to take it off to sleep, at least. Nope. I can't take it off. Ever. It's so unfair. Yeah, that is my theory about Capra and Sophie's Law. They obviously didn't outline it in the game. Like, I was expecting when I searched the documents on the computer for Sophie's Law that I would get some sort of setup about how they set up the car accident and paid off the driver and all this stuff. But instead we just got all this documentation about how the field grid and they're tracking people's emotions and using it to sell information and whatever. Yeah, it's pretty extreme. Right? Why doesn't anyone else see that? Where do you live, anyway? You'll see it. Over the last few minutes, the streets had gotten cleaner, the buildings around us had gotten taller, and the people? Actually, there wasn't a soul in sight. This is me. We pulled up to the high-rise with a titanium gate etched with lions. Hey Athena, open gate! The lights on her suit pulsed, and the gate creaked open. You live here? Oh, look at this. I just got a message from Yancey. Thank you at least for going home and not to your aunt's or God knows where. We'll talk in the morning. In the meantime, think about your political opinions. You'll be more persuasive using reasoned arguments, rather than obscene outbursts. She is not an astronaut, no. She got hit by a car when she was 4, and she was fine after surgery, but her mom put her in this, basically, mech suit to keep her... because her mom is overly protective and doesn't... It's super expensive, it's top-of-the-line protection, and... she can't get out of this suit. She just lives in it. I'm gonna go with your mom kind of has a point to make her angry at me and give a lower rating. You have a right to be angry, but you can't always fly off the handle. I'm sure your family didn't become powerful by burning bridges. Oh, come on! Be polite, whatever. Do you think, like, a soldier wins wars by being polite? That's what you are? That's what I am! God, of all people, I thought you'd get it. If we stay quiet and Sophie's Law passes, you'll have no job, you know. Maybe it was a mistake to make her angry when she could lift my car above my head. Oh, never mind. She waited a moment to leave, then jumped out like a flash. As I watched her near the arched double doors, I got the awful sense that it was the suit that was doing the walking, not her. I waited to make sure she got inside okay, as if anything could hurt her. She looked back at me before the gate slammed shut. At least I think she did. It happened so quickly. Oh, 2 stars. Shame. Ah, yes. Azul. The ironic part, maybe there's a free clinic nearby? In this neighborhood? No way. There actually is a free clinic. Oh, I guess there's not a free clinic in this neighborhood. There's a free clinic over in this neighborhood. But still. Okay, that's someone who's good old Klaus. Klaus and the robot. Couldn't I just bleed on you? Blood can be synthesized. Humanity cannot. Okay. get more than 3 stars this time? Or are they still... Nope. Finally got a message from Savy. Oh no, my message could not be delivered. I never stayed here, so let's do it this time. It was a stretch to afford Luisa's place, but when she showed me my bed, all of my concerns melted away. Smart gel foam latex hybrid mattress, anatomical springs, thermoregulated duvet, something or another pillows. Could this be real? I thanked her Nope. I couldn't help it. Tears welled up in my eyes. Luisa squeezed my shoulders, then came back with a mug of green tea. For me. Long day, she asked. Do you want to talk? Yeah. So we did. About Savy, about all of it. And she listened. Every sentence made me feel lighter. Like all of my troubles were bouncing away on a thermoregulated buckwheat springs. Then I slept, clean and dreamless, and I woke up the instant the alarm went off. I felt more than relaxed or rested. I felt like I just scored the winning point and landed the jump and nailed the high note all at once. What a mattress. Luisa is the person whose apartment I stayed at that night. Yes, Carlos. I need to solve a medical mystery with Carlos. I can't risk the ticket. I will risk losing the star. Oh, that wasn't a hotel. That was like someone's home. It's not couch surfing. Like, think of it like Airbnb. I'll put him in the glove box so I know I'm gonna hear from him again. Yes. People renting rooms in a house to stay overnight. That's what at least was the case with Louisa. I don't know if there are more people like that, but I think when I opened up it's called a Crasher app, where do I want to crash for the night, there was the motel that I usually stayed at in my last playthrough because it's the least expensive option. There were several Capper-owned sleeping capsules, basically. There's the super expensive luxury hotel, and then there was the mid-price range option, which was staying with Louisa on an apparently very, very comfortable mattress. Yes, Sam Lucas is the, con. Let's go with Fiona Pack. I never met her last time. I pulled up to a gleaming apartment tower that was halfway between a condo and an arcology. I bet the place was full of capper swag and expensive produce. Wardrobe crisis. Please wait a minute. Thanks! I hope she wouldn't take too long. I should have been with Savy by now, drinking to my new life in Los Ojos, maybe with a nice sour cider. Now I didn't even know if she was dead or alive. Where was she? What was she thinking right now? How can I manipulate Lina? That's what she's thinking. I'm sorry, thank you so much for waiting. Was this the standard look in LO? It must have taken her hours. So this is a neocab car, huh? First time not riding Capra? Yeah, I needed to ask you a weird question. I mean, it's like medium weird. If that's okay? Go for it. Okay, be honest. Do you like what I'm wearing? Is it crazy to ask? I'm sorry. I just don't trust my mirror anymore, you know? They just program them to say what you want to hear. So, can you just give me, like, first impressions? It's too much, isn't it? What's the occasion? Off to the executioner. Yikes. No, sorry, it's a first date. And I thought I hated the whole mating dance thing. Sorry, did a pregame shot. Guess that was a bad idea. Trust me, I've been there. I've still got about half an hour to go, Cole. It's just... I know it sounds weird, but we're already together. We just haven't met in person. We started vid-chatting one day, just for fun on one of those sites, you know? Sure. 3 months later, we talk every day, and it feels like we just fit. Like, when something happens, he's the first person I want to tell. I actually look forward to staying in on Friday nights now. So he flew here to see me in person, which means... time for his first impression of me. Sounds like he's really into you. I guess so, for now. It's just a little complicated. When we started vid-chatting, I had my filter on because why not? I use it for everything anyway. But then I just never turned it off. So he's never really seen me, you know. I spent hours programming my anti-mesh to match the filter. I barely got any work done, but it looks good, right? It's beautiful. Thanks. I spent a lot of time on it, tested a bunch of versions. I feel like I could write a book on how to design your ideal jawline. What program are you using on your anti-mesh? It looks super custom. What's an anti-mesh? Shut up! You're not wearing nano foundation? Programmable particles that can take on any pigment? Developed by marine biologists who studied cuttlefish? Basically, adaptive camouflage for humans? Science magic. Right! It's super expensive, but nothing else can dupe a filter. Well, I'd say yours is more like cuttlefish, am I right? Ha! That was... terrible. Amazing. I've just been on enough dates to know that look when people go in person and they're disappointed, you know? Their face kind of falls and their eyes go a little flat. Oh, I know that feeling. Then they smile too big and act too friendly to cover it up, but you just know right then. It's going nowhere. God, people even do that to you? Your nose-to-chin ratio is totally perfect. I think it's rough out there for everyone. This is where you tell me to, like, just be myself, right? No, I hate how people say that, like it's some brilliant solution. Who doesn't want to be someone else every now and then, you know? Exactly. So why meet up now? Ah, well... he's actually moving here. Lucky break with his job. Can you turn on the cab light? Sure thing. She rummaged in her purse and pulled out a packet of wet wipes. I never meant to have a screen boyfriend, you know. She tucked her precision curls behind her ears. Wait, you're going to wipe it off? I'm the on-call sysadmin for 3 different companies, and they ping me 24/7. I just started looking at profiles for fun. Sure enough, she started wiping the anti-mesh from her face. I hid a smile as I watched the digital Fiona melt away. A lot of the guys are creeps, or bots. But Dre is always traveling for work. Otherwise, he'd have been snapped up a long time ago. He's a total 10. I'm like a natural 6, an enhanced 8. She rummaged deeper into her purse. You're way more than a 6. And I'm seeing you without a filter. Well, thanks. I try. What's wrong? My glow shadow is in my other purse! Oh no, I don't want to go into this barefaced! I just wanted a fresh start for a few swipes of color! I remembered that little makeup bag I'd thrown in my purse before I set out for LO. That felt like sometime last year. You really look great without makeup. Yeah, I just like it. It's fun, you know? I might have a glow shadow in my purse. I took an eye off the road to grab it and hand it back to her. Watch out! Of course. I got it. It's the cutest color, and a little goes a long way. You're gonna love it. Do you like it? It looks great. Yeah, girl. Now I almost wanted to go on this date. It's technically still a kind of filter. I guess that's true. She chewed her lip and checked her reflection in the rearview again. You keep the glow shadow, okay? Oh god, really? Thank you, thank you. I feel like this is a good omen, you know? People should fall in love with their eyes closed. Do you know who said that? Oscar Wilde is always a safe bet. Close. Andy Warhol. Nice. Oh, there's the bar. Give my best to dream. And have fun. Fun. Is that what this is all for? Fiona flashed a devilish smile at me as she walked away, the first real one of the night. I saw she had a little gap in her front teeth. Cute. New message from Carlos. Yes, I do remember you, Carlos. Yes, you did leave the pills. Heading to the clinic. I will finish off this night and then call it, like, doing one more PAX and then sleep and call it a night. Let's take Klaus again, you know, now that he knows I'm not a robot. Nice to see you two again. I'm sorry, have we met? I'm the driver you tested for being a robot? Test for being a robot? I do not follow your meaning. You must forgive us. Perhaps the language barrier is the villain here? Come on, you said it was this whole system. What did you call it? The Higgs-Gary? Oh, yeah, the Higgs-Gary. Yes, the Higgs-Gary. I do vaguely recall something like this now. Excuse us, we are distracted. We are going to the Capra Embassy. Yes, for our sins. Sins? I decided to let that one go. If it had to do with Capra, I didn't want to know. I just needed to humor them as painlessly as possible. Buying anything interesting? Yes. I'm sorry, excuse my language. This is an exciting net for me. We are lining up for White Rock. It launches tomorrow evening. Yes, so of course we must waste our day until then sitting on a sidewalk. What's White Rock? Exactly, that is the question. Are you asking sincerely? Yes? Then I will tell you that it is Capra's codename for the new product. What product? We will only find out when it goes on sale tomorrow evening. You came all the way from Germany for a product launch? No, I have for 16 years lived in Los Ojos. I have never even been to Germany. Marek is a Polish name. What do you do in Los Ojos? Oh, work. This is not a subject that interests us. You don't even know what it is you're buying? No, nobody knows. Hi. Pretty good. So part of it fell off, and I figured I'm gonna go ahead and just take the rest of it off, see how this goes. Yeah. I do check her nails, like, every day. Pretty much every time I'm holding her, I check to see if there's any that are particularly sharp. Yeah. Of course, yes. Yeah. Baby girl! Yeah. Come here, baby girl. I don't get it. I understand your confusion, but imagine that there is a piece of important news. This news could be about the world or even your life. Everyone you know will be talking about this news. However, you do not know what this news is. It is not important whether the news is good or bad, but you must know it. I don't really get it. Of course not. What is there to get? You see it clearly. We are wasting our time. You really don't mind waiting in line for so long? Did you ever wait in a line for something? Yeah? What for? Pink Leather Reunion Concert. Sure. I was 19. Savy and I snuck in flasks of our own special pink drink. It was mostly fruit punch. Who? They were a band. Still, we had people begging us for the recipe by the end of the night. No, they were more than just a band. There, you see? You did line up for something. And that experience, did you love it very much? I guess I did. Lina, that's great! I bet I can guess what White Rock is. Please do. I bet they acquired Field Grid. Or they're coming out with their own free version with ads. I think that is a very good guess. Very in character. But we cannot buy a free product. No, that is true. Smart contacts, and they fuse them to your eyeballs? Do you think we are lining up for eye surgery? I am not letting Capper near my eyes again. A wearable that changes your clothing. I don't know, like a ring you twisted and your top changes? Oh, we have been down that road before. Certain voices say it is impossible, but it is in their interest to say as much. Do you know to whom we refer? We cannot talk about this further in public. It's gonna be a new phone, guys. I don't know. Is Capper suddenly in the business of making quality phones? Well, there is always hope. Yes, I'm just sitting here snipping Geisha's nails. Hypertrain. They are working on a hypertrain. Perhaps it is related. We cannot buy a hypertrain from a Capra embassy. I don't know, some drone thing? You mean the next Crispin? Or an alternative to Crispin? I'm not sure. There has been very positive feedback about Crispin. That's good to know that things are going well with Crispin. Things are hardly going well with Crispin. Dino DNA. What? She is joking. Yeah, I'm kidding. A wearable that changes your DNA. If it is impossible to change clothes, then that is certainly not an option. Imagine going into that line a human coming out with a tail. A tail, at last! Now that would make this experience worthwhile. You can make phone calls while you're in the shower. You can already do that on speakerphone. No, I do not. Let me finish. The other person doesn't hear the water. And it's a hologram. And it puts clothes on the hologram. It's possible, but that would be a firmware upgrade. Not a new product. No, you are right. We pulled up at the Capra embassy. I felt like burning some sage to dispel the dark forces. Oh no! The line was already pretty long. Kids lounged in anchored, heated Capra cars, while Capra drones circulated with trays of domestic beer. Move quickly! There is still room! I see it! Better hurry! We're going! We're going! Merrick lunged into one of the empty cars just before a pack of roller teens closed in. Seeing the line of happy wannabe customers giving up their time and energy on a hefty amount of coin just to be the biggest Capra devotee. Ugh. I wondered what else that shiny blue logo could get us to give up. Oh hey, I actually got a 5-star. Yeah. I'm gonna spend $35 on this Luisa's home, shared homestay. Yes, we are getting close to calling it a night. As soon as I finish the night in-game, I am exiting the game. I had to have another night on that mattress. Maybe I could reupholster the car seats with that material. Louisa greeted me by saying she had beautiful dramatic news. I immediately hoped the mattress was okay. You're my last Crasher guest, she said. I'm moving to Australia. She said that had always been her dream. She'd been doing Crasher for years, saving up, and with my visit tonight, I'd pushed her over her goal. I loved that mattress so much, I destroyed it. I said I was happy for her. Thank you, she said. I mean, really, thank you. You made this possible. I checked for a tag on the mattress, so maybe I could buy one at some point. It had a name, Eric. I slept with Eric that night for what we both knew would be the last time. Maybe it was a good thing that Louisa was leaving so I wouldn't keep saying things like that. Aww. Okay. Got back in the car. And that's where I'm calling it. Yeah. So Geisha and I are saying good night. And I will see you guys probably on Friday for the next replayed stream, where they will be doing Little Nightmares 2 to the first part of the playthrough, as it will be the musical will be premiering this Friday. And I will see you guys then.